What's up and welcome to Film and TV Weekly, the weekly film and TV show giving you all the top news and views that you need to know. Is Marvel scraping the bottom of the superhero barrel? Or am I the only one that has never heard of Shang-Chi? Mike Fleming Jr. at Deadline says that Marvel is fast-tracking a Shang-Chi movie, which will end up being the first superhero movie with an Asian protagonist. The goal is similar to that of Black Panther, only this time is to blend Asian and American themes crafted by Asian American filmmakers. Even though I know nothing about Shang-Chi or this character or anything relating to this character, I have faith in Marvel because they seem to hit it out the park each and every time. Target the Chinese film-going audience, one of the largest on the planet right now. You get great PR for representing a diverse race, culture, characters, individuals, so on and so forth. It's not subtle, but it's smart. We have the second trailer for Captain Marvel, and I've got to be honest, I'm a little worried. Both of the trailers look visually stunning and action-packed, but neither one of the trailers so far has convinced me that the character is all that interesting, and to be honest, I just don't really care. I just want to see Avengers Endgame. But if you like cats, beating up old ladies, and you have a desire for 90s nostalgia, this film might be for you. There's a new Jump Street movie coming out, possibly titled 23 Jump Street, but since it's not technically a sequel, it's more of a spin-off, and it doesn't feature the characters of the original two movies, can you really call it 23 Jump Street? I don't know. But anyhow, here's the news. Collider's Jeff Snyder says that Tiffany Haddish is in talks for the female-driven reboot, which is expected to be written, directed, and produced by the crew of the past films. This time around, Haddish will play a cop going undercover as a school teacher, with her partner pretending to be her daughter. The best sequels, remakes, reboots, spin-offs do something different. This looks like it's got that age-old formula, but it's twisted it a little bit to make it a bit more interesting. Rather than just going undercover as two students, this time one's a teacher. That's a little different. Regardless of all this though, the last two films were really good. It's got the same crew as the last two films, so I've got a lot of faith in them. And hopefully Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill and Ice Cube will make appearances because they kinda have to, right? Celebrities, prepare yourself! The stop motion hilarious comedy is back. Celebrity Deathmatch. MTV Studios has announced that Ice Cube and his production company, as well as showmaker Eric Fogel, will be reimagining Celebrity Deathmatch, with Ice Cube set to be a voice on the show. This revival is set to air exclusively on an undecided subscription service or a premium broadcast partner in 2019. I used to watch this show as a kid, even though I really shouldn't have in retrospect, but I liked it. It was quite funny. Technically speaking, not the best show ever, but I think the world is in a good place for a reboot right now. This week we found out the Golden Globe nominations, and sadly I don't have time to go over them all, nor do I have time to give you all of my predictions. Maybe in a later point I might do that, but let's just round it up and say that I'm a little disappointed this time. Every year there seems to be omissions, but this year seems to have a glaring amount of omissions, and of course only so many can get nominated, so there are some excuses there. I'm happy for Katrina Balfe, Von Strahovski, Sharp Objects, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, all of them well-deserved nominations. Sadly, big shows such as The Handmaid's Tale and Better Call Saul, not to be seen here in the major categories. Why is that? I don't know. There's a lot of competition this year, and the Golden Globes does seem to favour film rather than TV. One of the big things I've noticed about this year's nominations is that half of the films up for nomination haven't even had an official release yet. They've been revealed to the press have seen them, liked them clearly, but larger audiences have not seen anything from these. Mary Poppins Returns, for example, isn't out yet. Well, that's all the news I've got for this week. Wait, no, it isn't quite all the news I've got for this week. Yet, the final news story of today is Avengers Endgame, which now has an official title, Avengers Endgame. The fourth Avengers film is coming out in April, a week earlier than expected. We have a new trailer. The trailer was very ominous, very dark, looks very moody and stylish and visually glorious. I can't wait for this. Quite frankly, I'd be happy to have never gotten a trailer at all for this. Let's face it, everyone's going to see this anyway. Thanks for watching Filament TV Weekly, the weekly Filament TV show giving you all the top news and views that you need to know. If you've liked what you've seen, I'd appreciate it if you went and subscribed to my channel, gave me a thumbs up, and left a comment and some feedback down below. Let me know what you thought of all the news items this week. But you can also go to Twitter and Instagram and follow me at @the_Grant Burton. Any sort of support would really be appreciated. But that's all I've got for this week. That's all the news. So until next time, thanks for watching.